Whether you're unclear as to how all the pieces of Netflix's new hit show Locke Key fit together, you want answers to some of its bigger questions, or you're simply hankering for some hints as to where Season 2 might head, this is what you need to know. First things first, at the end of the day, Dodge won. Dodge's real goal wasn't stealing the Omega Key, it was opening the black door. She didn't need the Omega Key to accomplish that. She simply had to trick Tyler, Kinsey, and Bodhi into opening the door for her, which they do, despite Kinsey's eventual better judgment.
Does this feel right to you?
If you have any better ideas, I'm all ears.
Best available idea doesn't make something a good idea.
Dodge's scheme isn't shown on screen chronologically, so here's roughly how it works. First, Dodge uses the identity key to transform Ellie into, well, Dodge. Then she straight up knocks her out. Next, Dodge uses the Crown of Shadows to summon an army and leads an attack on Key House. While the stakes feel real, they're not. Dodge intends to let the kids win. Then she drops Ellie's body disguised as her own, where the children can find it. In order to dispose of Dodge for good, Tyler, Kinsey, and Bodhi need to put her back in the well house. Unfortunately, no one knows where Ellie hid the Echo Key. So instead, the kids decide to open the black door using the Omega Key and dump Dodge inside. See where this is going? The children and their friends throw Ellie's disguised body through a portal, even as one of Dodge's demonic peers escape. Dodge's biggest threat, Ellie, is gone. Her other enemies think she's no longer part of the equation, and now she has an equally powerful and hungry partner in crime to help out. The Locks think they won, but Dodge got everything she wanted. Of course, getting rid of Ellie and opening the black door isn't the only way that Dodge has set herself up for success in Season 2. As the final moments of Locke & Key's first season reveal, she's also earned Kinsey's trust and her heart by using the identity key to masquerade as Gabe, a member of Kinsey's friend group. As the season-closing montage implies, Dodge has been masquerading as Gabe since the very beginning. It was Dodge in the lobster suit. It was Dodge who tortured Eden using the music box key. It was Dodge who stole Kinsey away from Scott. That tracks. Gabe doesn't appear until after Bodhi gives Dodge the Anywhere key in the first episode, and his pitch-perfect emotional manipulation of Kinsey always felt a little predatory. The Dodge-Gabe deception echoes one of the graphic novel's main plotlines, although it works a little differently in the book. The identity key doesn't exist in the comics. Instead, Dodge uses a super straightforwardly named gender key to switch between her male and female forms, masquerading as a boy named Zach. The male Dodge, who looks exactly like Ellie's old boyfriend, Lucas, becomes Tyler's best friend and Kinsey's boyfriend. Expect something similar to follow in Season 2. Still, it's not like Tyler, Kinsey, and Bodhi ended Locke & Key Season 1 on a completely down note. While they might have been duped into a false sense of security, they did grow immensely thanks to their adventures in Key House, and were able to get over the death of their dad, Rendell Locke. When Locke & Key begins, Tyler blames himself for Rendell's murder. When Tyler's former classmate, Sam Lesser, makes a crack about offing his father, Tyler jokingly asks Sam to kill Rendell too. When Sam actually does murder Rendell, Tyler can't help but feel responsible. Meanwhile, Kinsey can't forgive herself for being too afraid to fight Sam during the attack. Ultimately, Bodhi's trauma is a lot more simple. He just misses his dad.
I want to see my dad. Please.
However, after Sam visits Key House and reveals that he's in league with Dodge, Tyler realizes that Rendell's death had nothing to do with him. Kinsey copes with her shame by literally dragging her fear from her head and trying to kill it. She only forgives herself once Tyler points out that she wasn't able to stop Sam because she was too busy protecting Bodhi. The youngest Locke sibling is now connected to Rendell's legacy through Key House and the magic keys, which Rendell also used as a boy. The loss of Rendell will always be a big factor in the kids' lives, but as the season concludes, they're also finally able to move on.
Your house is filled with amazing keys. There's a key that can let you step outside your body and be a ghost.
One big mystery that Locke & Key's first season leaves hanging is the key's true nature. We know they're magic, but why are they in Key House and where did they come from? If Locke & Key continues to stick to the comic book's mythology, we can find the answer there too. Quite simply, the keys are made out of the bodies of the children of Leng, a race of demons straight out of H.P. Lovecraft's playbook, and were forged by the Locke's ancestors in order to control the forces beyond the Black Door. In the comics, when a child of Leng comes out of the Black Door, they don't just die when they fail to find a host. They actually turn into a substance known as Whispering Iron. When Benjamin Locke discovered the Black Door during the Revolutionary War, he quickly realized how dangerous it was and used the Whispering Iron to make the Omega Key, keeping the door shut. Benjamin went on to make a number of other keys, which he hid around Key House for later generations to find. Again, later seasons of the Netflix show might retcon or streamline this history a little bit, but the show's been faithful so far. It doesn't seem likely to change too much. Even for comic book readers, it's hard to tell exactly where Netflix's Locke Key is headed. The first season burned through lots of the comic's major plot points at a pretty rapid pace, leaving the future very murky. Still, there are a few things we know. We haven't seen all of Key House's magic keys. Without giving too much away, keys like the Animal Key, the Angel Key, the Owl Key, and the Giant Key will look great on screen and should be lots of fun. Duncan, the kids-friendly uncle, has very little to do in Season 1, but plays a much bigger role as the story progresses. And if you think Dodge is finished with Bodhi, just wait. The little guy is in for a very, very rough time. The show also raises new questions that the comics never dealt with. Kinsey's fear is attacking her classmates. How will the kids stop it? Ellie isn't dead, she's just trapped beyond the black door. Is her time on the show done, or will she find a way back through? There are a lot of loose ends to tie up. Season 2 can't get here soon enough. Until then,
Aloha!
check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.